Talk to me,
Hello there, everyone. I'm Latasha Morgan, certified Christian life coach, certified professional life coach, board certified master Christian mental health coach, and a whole lot of other goodies, y'all. Yes, that day, that time of the week. You know what time it is. It's Purpose Wednesday, honey. Yes, it is. It's Purpose Wednesday. I've had an amazing day, and I pray that you have had an amazing day as well. Also pray that every day to come is even greater and more amazing than the one before it. We are here still talking about this series, honey, the importance of knowing your spiritual gifts and how they align with your purpose. We missed last week due to the the hurricane, but guess what? We are back ready to go, honey, and let's get into it. All right. So today we're going to be talking about this is week 2, and we are doing discovering your spiritual gifts, the journey of self-discovery. That is the title of this week's Purpose Wednesday, this part of the series for week 2. Okay, so last week, the last 2 weeks we've talked about the last 2 Purpose Wednesdays, we've talked about the spiritual gifts, what they are, what the usage is, and how you would use it in your everyday life. Okay, during the last 2 Purpose Wednesdays, we talked about the 9 spiritual gifts. Now we talked about word of wisdom, word of knowledge, faith, gifts of healing, working of miracles, prophecy, discerning of spirits, different kinds of tongues, and interpretation of tongues. Word of wisdom, we said, was the ability to provide wise guidance and insight, often revealing solutions to complex problems. We talked about word of wisdom being the ability to understand and communicate specific truths and facts that you wouldn't otherwise know naturally. Faith is a strong, unwavering belief in God, that He will act even in challenging times and situations and circumstances. The gift of healing is the ability to bring about physical, emotional, or spiritual healing, while working on miracles is the ability to perform acts that demonstrate the power of God beyond natural explanations. Prophecy is the ability to receive and communicate messages from God to encourage, edify, or guide others. Discerning of spirits is the ability to recognize the presence and influence of spiritual forces, whether good or evil. The different kinds of tongues is the ability to speak in languages unknown to the speaker, often for prayer or praise. Then we talked about interpretation of tongues, and we know that different kinds of tongues and interpretation of tongues come together because no one can be edified when tongues are spoken out to people in public. Then they need to know what God is saying, and they need to have a better understanding of what God is saying to them. So you need to have the interpretation of tongues. God would have someone else to interpret the tongues that you may have spoken. Okay, so interpretation of tongues is the ability to understand and convey the meaning of a message spoken in tongues for the benefit of others. If they don't know what's being said, they can't be edified by it. Okay, so now those are the spiritual gifts that we went over last time during the last 2 Purpose Wednesdays. And I really wanted you to know what they mean, because you can't find yourself in them or see yourself doing them if you have no knowledge of what they are and what the use for them are. Now, I'm not going over the use for them this time, but as I said, you can go back to the other 2 Purpose Wednesdays and see what the usage is. See how you can operate in them in your daily life, okay? I want you to know that there is value in self-discovery, because self-discovery is a powerful and transformative journey that enables us to uncover our unique gifts and talents. And if you don't go on that journey of self-discovery, you won't know who you are and what you're supposed to be doing. And then you're operating in the world outside of what God has called you to do. It's imperative that you know, because it aligns with your purpose. And that's why we're here, right? We're talking about this because we want you to know how to operate in your purpose. And your gifts are imperative to your purpose, okay? So self-discovery is important because when you engage in self-discovery, you tune into your core values, interests, and your natural inclinations. See, these things come natural to you because these are the gifts that God has given to you, okay? You have them. All you have to do is go search them out, okay? It's like going and looking for treasure. You got to do the work to get there, okay? And then when you find the treasure, you'll be excited because it'll be something that's rare, that's something nobody knows about, or they know about but haven't seen. They've heard about it but never experienced it because guess what? It's been hidden in you. The gift that's in you, go ahead. Do what you need to do to bring it out. And I guarantee you, that once you find out what that gift is, when you find out what your purpose is, and you put all that together, and you start operating in it, it'll change your life, honey. You will be so happy. It'll bring you joy, and not only will it bring you joy, but it'll bring people joy bring joy to people who are around you. Because guess what? They see that light in you. They see that joy, and they'll be drawn to that. All right. So listen. Do the work to know what your gifts are. Do the self-discovery. Look, imagine yourself operating in that gift. How does it make you feel? I want you to write about that today. Write a sentence or something in a journal or in your phone, and just think about that gift, whatever gift that it is that you find where you find yourself in. Okay, think about those gifts, whether it is words of wisdom, words of knowledge, working of miracles, healing, faith, interpretation of tongues, speaking in different kinds of tongues, discerning of spirits, a prophecy, gifts of healing, whichever one of those gifts you find yourself in. I want you to think about them and write it down. How do you feel? What do you see yourself doing? And once you can see it, you can start doing it. Okay? Have a nice night. And thank you for watching Purpose Wednesday. Good night now.
Talk to me.